right. So is everybody, are they on here then?
It should be. Yep.
Fantastic. Hi, everybody.
Hi, Chris.
Chris Moscarino, and I'm going to be talking with Daniela, Ahren, and Jennifer about client reviews. So I see Ahren. Can I see all of them or no? Oh, there's Daniela. What's that?
We're working on
Okay. So I'm going to jump in and get this started. So let's discuss reviews. You guys all are rock stars when it comes to reviews. We want to share with everybody what's that doing for your business and how, what systems essentially you set up to make sure you're getting those reviews. So first, if you could do a quick introduction, a little bit about your business, and if you know how many reviews you have, can you tell us that as well? So Daniela, I'm looking at you. Why don't you start?
Good morning, Chris. Hope everyone's doing well. I don't really know the number of how many reviews. I think I'm probably up to 150 to 170-ish on one platform, and then some other ones in between. So there's several different platforms that we use to capture reviews. What was the first question, Chris?
Just a little bit about your business.
I'm the team lead of my group. We have about 11 agents, 2 non-licensed admins, our goal this year is about, I think, the 40 million mark.
Awesome. Congrats.
Thank you.
Ahren?
I am Ahren Booher. I'm the team leader of the Art of Real Estate team. There are 4 licensed agents, including myself, and then we do have our licensed admin. For the first time, all of our agents were top producers for September, so that's super cool. And we are on track for about 32 million will be with what we have impending right now, hopefully where we end up for 2020.
Awesome.
Oh, and number of reviews, I think, I just looked before this, I think we're like 108 on the platform I'm thinking of.
Cool. Jennifer?
Hi, everyone. I'm a lone agent. I'm not on a team, and so I just work with myself. My yearly goal is 4 million. I've been able to achieve that the last 2 consecutive years. I've been in business for only 4 years. I am probably up to about, I don't know, 60, 70 reviews, but I try to ask consistently, mostly when deals go terrifically and they're high on feeling great about the transaction. And so I have about 60 or 70 on one platform.
Awesome. Thank you. So let's start with why reviews are so important and why you've established that in your business. So if you can just tell us what made you kind of start that process of getting reviews, how that's and what that has done for your business up to this point. And I'm curious, for those of you that have a team, are you getting reviews for your team members as well? Are they doing the same, asking the same questions to get those like you are? So Jennifer, I'm start with you.
Well, first of all, I want to apologize. I think my video's on, but apparently it is not. And so I'm trying to figure out how to get my face live here. So I do apologize.
Yeah, we can see you.
Yeah, you're live. You're live.
Oh,
Hi.
so I'm getting texts from people saying I'm not live. So that's why I was saying that. But okay. My testimonials, believe it or not, are my #1 goal. It has been my #1 goal since the day I started my business. My business is built around 100% referrals. I do not advertise. I do not spend money. What I try to do is ensure that within reason, I exceed client expectations. I ask for the testimonial. I believe a testimonial is the way for my client to cement in their mind that I did a fantastic job for them. And hopefully through drip campaigns and texting and keeping in contact with my previous clients, they will refer me business and I will be successful. So my book and my 4 million a year is 100% on family and friends and previous client testimonies and referrals. So that is why the testimony is so important to me.
So let me ask you, when are you asking for these reviews throughout the selling process? Are you just asking once, multiple times? Are you using different communication avenues to
Sure.
collect those?
I think I set the stage. I only ask once and I ask at the end. And I ask permission first. But I set the stage at the very beginning. So when I have my first consultation and I ask their goals and they're laying out for me what they want to find, what type of house, all that kind of good stuff, I take a step back. I tell them what I just told you, that I build my business 100% on referrals, and that my goal is to exceed their expectation, and that at the end I will check in and make sure I do that. Throughout the process, even when we have road bumps, I say, are you satisfied with that? I know this wasn't an easy decision. I think you're making a great decision. I'm always reminding them I want to add value. So then at the end, when we've completely finished, I literally send a text and say, I hope you're 100% satisfied with my service to you. I would love to ensure that you are comfortable referring me to family, friends, and coworkers. How did you feel our transaction went? And when they reply to that, hopefully in a positive way, which most of the time it is, that's when I say, would you mind filling out a testimonial? And then I do kind of say, not that I'm a friend of Zillow, but if everybody goes there and looks, I have to have a presence. Do you mind filling that out? And for anybody that says, no, no problem, Jen, send it away, I send it off. That's how I do it.
Fantastic. And Zillow, it sounds like, is your number one go-to place for reviews.
I hate to say it, but yes, I probably will also transition over to Realtor.
Okay, awesome. Ahren, do you need me to repeat the question?
Just like, how do we ask for reviews basically, and why are they important?
Yeah, what part of the process are you asking for reviews? Are you asking multiple times? And what kind of communication are you doing that to obtain the review?
So this has been a trial and error thing for us. It used to be something systematic that came at the end of the transaction that was just an automated email from our admin. I have found that when asking for a review, like, timing is everything. So if you know what is hitting the fan and you're reaching in asking for a review, like, it's just not great timing. So I make sure that, you know, that they're very happy, things are great, and sometimes maybe it's right after the final walkthrough. It's usually in that within a week of closing to a week after. So there's kind of a 2-week window. We don't do the automated thing anymore because if you do it via email, I've noticed you get a lesser return. So I take the time, I actually copy and paste my Zillow link and also our Facebook page, and I give them the option, and I'll text it to them, because everyone's on their phone 24/7, that I'll know that they'll do it right then and there from their phone. It doesn't seem to happen as much from email. Why it's important, I'm also very sphere-based. However, I have noticed the biggest difference in 2020 is that we're starting to get lots of random internet leads that weren't even necessarily prompted through spending, just because they see all the reviews that we have. Like, we kind of unfortunately live in the Yelp generation where people are going to internet and they want to see those reviews. So, and as far as team members, I would say, you know, I have the majority of the leads. However, it's something that I'll send out an email to them every once in a while, just saying, hey guys, don't forget to ask for reviews. And it is something we're purposefully focusing on.
Awesome. So it sounds like text messaging is the best.
I think it's just the quickest, instant gratification. They'll do it before they forget. Like, email, I just feel like, I mean, I'm looking at my phone right now and I have like 17,000 unread emails just from spam. So text message.
Agree.
And then what sites are you having them go to do this? Do you have like 1 or 2 main sites, or what's your go-to?
Zillow's my go-to. That's where we have our 108 like 5-star reviews. Facebook, I've noticed, is more like my really close, you know, my sister, my best friends. Like, there you get more of the personal touchy-feely on there. I don't personally do this, but I know Erin Chappelle out of Citywide like crushes it with Yelp reviews because it's just kind of an untouched area. Like she has pulled like Browns players or like management. Like she's had crazy return with Yelp. It's just an area I haven't dabbled in, but mainly Zillow.
Cool. Daniela.
Hi, Chris. So 90% of the consumers are looking for reviews and testimonials online. So we hone in on the Zillow platform, Realtor.com, and also a little bit on Facebook, but we're going to heavily stretch to Google Plus because the more reviews you're getting, and our websites are linked to our platforms. So the more reviews you're going to get, the more algorithms, it's going to optimize your search engine, SEO. So you're going to kind of bump it up if you kind of understand the algorithm. But so the more reviews you're getting, the more your website's getting bumped up. But we're going to start a little bit more with the Google Plus, but most of it's been on Zillow. So I set the tone at the beginning when I'm working with a client. Basically, it's a friendship. So they can get a hold of me anytime. And no matter how many deals or transactions we have, I can have 20 to 40 a month going. That client will never know what I have going on because I'm honing in and focusing on just them. So they're getting that VIP treatment from the beginning to the end. I usually ask for my review right around that walkthrough. That's when they're excited. That's when they're hyped. Their parents are involved. We're exchanging gifts. So that's when they're most satisfied. So after the closing, I feel they're too busy with moving. Things have been forgotten. So the best time to get it is during that transaction, because after it's said and done, people get, not that they don't care, I think they get busy. So it gets lost.
Yeah. And then you already said Zillow's Zillow is your number one, and then Realtor.com and Facebook you're starting to get into, and then Google you're gonna start pushing forward as well.
I used to do a lot more with Google Plus, but I think
Yeah.
Google's the way to go. I think that's the trend that's going to be, when you Google somebody, that's going to be the first people look up. So they're looking for validation. They're looking, especially if they're getting transferred or they're referred from someone, they want to look you up. They want to compare your reviews, especially listing appointments. You want to see who you're hiring.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, awesome. So let's continue moving on. So the one thing that it sounds like all you guys are doing, and I don't know if you guys caught on to this, is sounds like you're establishing this up front when you're meeting with your clients at first, almost like the promise script. So you're setting the standard already that if I give you this 5-star service, that we're going to ask for that review at the end of. Does that sound right?
That's correct for me.
Right.
Jose just said Yelp is amazing. Yeah. Awesome, Jose. So we established text. Sounds like, are you texting as well, Daniela? Is that the easiest way you're getting?
Yeah, I actually also have it on my email signature. There's a little icon they can actually click on, so they can voluntarily go on. But during that walkthrough, right after that, is I kind of give a little goodbye and say, Chris, you know what? It was so awesome to work with you, and I really enjoyed our friendship. I hope you're satisfied. I hope everything went, to your standards. Would you be willing to give me a 5-star review? I'd love that. And if you have any clients looking, I'd love to have them. So, asking for that 5-star is not inappropriate. I think that's the way to just kind of set that tone.
Absolutely.
I agree.
It's me to live. All right. So.
I just want to make a comment that I think Daniela is absolutely correct with saying 5-star, repeating 5-star, and saying 5-star. I tend to highlight, I hope I will be able to continue my perfect 5-star rating, because it's really easy for people to go, oh, well, 4 is really good. You're close to perfect, but nothing's perfect. And then all of a sudden your rating drops and it looks like you're less than 5. So like Daniela said, repeating, I'd like to continue to earn my 5-star rating. Would you be willing to rate me 5 stars? And when they say yes, they say, great, I'll send you something. I think that's important.
Yeah.
Jennifer,
Erica,
also, this is our resume, right? This is what people are looking at. We have no
Yeah.
resumes. They're reading about our service.
Right.
Um,
Absolutely.
so, you know, I don't know how many people are getting online reviews here. But I think a lot of us may be nervous to ask that question to get the review. So is there anything, is this something you guys, it sounds like all established from the beginning. So for agents that aren't getting reviews right now, what's the best way for them to start implementing this? Or do you think, do you think it's a good idea to go back to past clients and ask for those reviews as well? And how would you do that?
That's a perfect excuse to make a phone call to say, you know, hey, Chris, I was thinking about you. I just passed your house. I know it's been 6 months. You came to my mind, and just checking in to see how you guys are doing, and maybe getting onto the conversation. You know what? I don't know if I ever did ask you, but would you mind going on to give me a 5-star review? Because I haven't, you know, it's been a while that we spoke, and I hope you were satisfied. So that's a good opportunity for you to connect with your past clients. And at that point, you know, softly slip it in there.
That's exactly what I would do as well. I would find an excuse to reach out and to call. And yes, I do think they should go back and get them, because it's going to help them get future business, and do exactly what Daniela said. Make a reason to call, get in a little bit of a dialogue. Just don't pounce in there. Hi, will you give me a review? And, you know, and then at the end, oh, it sounds like you're really happy. I'm so happy for you and your family, whatever the case, and then ask. And if they would, then send them off the link. It's worth the time. Go back and do it.
Do you guys feel that if somebody's just getting started, that they should focus on one site or multiple sites? What's your opinion on that? If I have no reviews right now and I'm going back to clients or clients I'm working with,
I think focus on one, build that one, and then branch off.
I agree.
If you can carry on a few and accumulate one, I think focus on the one and then expand.
I think it's whatever arena like you're going to play in. Like people always ask, like, what's the best CRM? And the answer typically is the one you're going to use. So it doesn't do you any good to get a bunch of Yelp reviews if that's not, again, an area you feel comfortable in. So I think, like, unfortunately, like Zillow is kind of the big, you know, key player out there. But if you crush it with social media, so we used to do, we need to get better about this. We would do a testimonial Tuesday where we would take those old Zillow reviews and we would do something on Canva and make it pretty. And every Tuesday we were posting an old Zillow review, which also could come from Facebook. So I think Facebook, Zillow would be the two like starter focuses, but again, just whatever an area you're comfortable with.
And I do the same thing that Ahren does. I take my review, I grab a screenshot, I wait for a little bit, for a day when I don't have, I try not to post real estate every day on my Facebook and on my LinkedIn. But let's say if I've gone a couple days, then I always have those testimonials in my photo album to upload to LinkedIn and Facebook, just to stay fresh, and hopefully people to see, hey, people think I do a great job, refer your family and friends. So I think you can do Zillow and Facebook pretty easily, and LinkedIn.
Yeah, LinkedIn, that's one that we should start focusing on if we're not. That's a big one. So love that. Well, thank you guys. I think we're just about out of time. So I really appreciate all the info that you have shared with us today. This was great. Definitely got a few ideas out of this as well as for myself. I just want to share something that hopefully helps everybody as well. Something I just recently implemented was I actually created a small site that had all the links for 3 review sites. So it was Facebook, Zillow, and Google. And instead of sending them individual links, I just send them the link to the website, and then they can easily click on whichever one they choose and leave the review. So it made the process way easier for my clients to start leaving reviews for us. So we'll give it a try. Thank you guys so much for your time, and enjoy the rest of your day.
Have a great day, everyone.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks.
I want to add one thing about client reviews.
go ahead.
Sorry.
During Mega Camp, Josh Team, who's I think now our CEO, he was interviewing Facebook because we partner with Facebook, and they were giving data and insights about Facebook in general. And one of them was that 800 million people daily are engaging actively in live streams because they're working from home. And so to capitalize on all the eyeballs that are on the screens right now, one of the things, and I don't remember if I wrote this down, whoever said it, is to consider having your clients leave a video testimonial. You can be tagged on that person's page, and all of their sphere will then hear that person talking about you and their great experience with you, because the other statistic that she shared was that 65% of people are influenced by their friends' home buying experiences. So consider that as something to differentiate yourself from the crowd.
Love that.
Right.
That's awesome.
I think we're up for YP update.
Yeah. I don't,